Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. Your lord and master, your vox populi, your defender of the fatherland. Of the 1v1, own glorious crossroads winter in the north. It is Use-M246 fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union. Comrade Stalin, taking on the role here of the 7th Tank Corps. We've got motor, shock rifle, and urban defense with triple infantry. West and south, it is Smiley. Fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the 78th Sturm Grenadier Division with strategic reserves featuring assault grenadiers, Panzerform Molliers, breakthrough packages, mobile observation posts, and the Tiger Race. Haven't seen that one in time. Sometime infantry, Panzerfaust, and Pioneer bulletins here. We got Pioneers, assault grenadiers from straight up the here. Smiley on the full offensive westwards. We got MG40 to a fuel point this occurring that with the glorious MG42. In the north, engineers. In the east, conscripts. Sandbags all being thrown down here, but use him to ready to defend the carve point against any fascist maneuvers. And as always, please consider supporting the Propagandacast by donating. Links are in the video description. Otherwise, you can always comment, like, share, subscribe, and press the bell button if you do subscribe to help, spread the word of the Propagandacast for algorithm. And of course, just, share the links as much as you can. Anyway, sandbags in these, we've got a third conscript almost to the use. More sandbags here, but the fuel point. Assault is pushing forwards there. A sprint here will be very useful, I think, to get closer to the conscripts swiftly, but decides not to go for it. Interestingly enough, in fact, goes for the carve point. It might be he's worried about extending him, leaving the assault grenadiers out to dry. Second assault grenadiers called up there for Smiley. Westwards there, Pioneers in following in there. So yeah, got the carve point there. More conscript ramming here for Use-M246 to repel the fascists from the carve point and secure the fuel supply once more here for the 7th Tank Corps. Westwards, MG4 catching the engineers out in the open. Assault grenadiers backing off, deciding again now that the damage in a sense has been done, and rather than trying to fight and engage in the counter and win anyway, sending troops elsewhere from the centre here where the now troops are more scattered out. Sneaky play there by Smiley, conscript onto the building. Of course, if the assault grenadiers attack from the right direction, they can actually deal with this reasonably well up close, since they can't take too much damage in return. If there's only like, say, one window that can be fired at with them, they can actually clear out the building pretty effectively with their MG40s. We got one coming in for use, but it's going to start hitting with the assaulters there. Go, they are steadily bleeding out the conscripts out the building. More conscripts around there, but still, it's not a great engagement for use, to be honest. Like, he needs to engage the assaulters in some other way, or he's just going to like bleed out more. Meanwhile, used, I believe, Smiley, is taking up already. Might be going for some fast Panzer Grenadier here versus a point. Could also go for more assault grenadiers, obviously. Contact flying flank, having had the assault grenadiers down to 3 men. The other squad there 4. Units flank from the north, and we got the infantry flanking from the west side. This uses off to a rough start here versus Smiley and the Germans. Can call in Panther as soon as they've got the manpower, just need to take to be done. Assault squadron is slowly finally being bled out here, but again, it has come at, I think, at a rather high cost here for Use-M246 as well. His men bled out and dried up. That squad, the purpose should have been held up close because in the end, at range, they don't do much. And then there's probably that squad doing most of the damage. M4 joining in here as well. And there you go, Panzer Grenadiers on the way here for Smiley and the 78th Sturm Grenadier Division. Units are shooting there. We got the engineers of Pioneers saying northwards here in the southeast. Engineers advancing eastern munitions. Center now claimed here for use, but at a rather high cost. The building there, for example, is filled up with dead conscripts. And there you go, Panzer squad ready here for Smiley and the German army. Going for the Western Carve Point, the 78th Sturm Grenadier Division was an experimental assault infantry division, which was much more heavily equipped than the average infantry division, with more light machine guns per infantry squads, but also heavy mortars and anti-tank guns, and I believe even down to like the company level. Plus, it had a full Stu brigade attached to it, so it was a very heavy infantry division, in a sense, an elite infantry division. Little fun fact there. In more fun fact, we actually reconstituted after it got destroyed as a Volksgrenadier Division, and then we noticed the Sturm Grenadier Division, which might seem that's exactly Volkssturm Division, but little fun fact there. Anyways, assault looking forward to against the country there up north here. MG42 Pioneers on back the opponent. Good fluid MG42 play there by Smiley. Always a crucial element to Wehrmacht player find is good MG42 play. Assault is pushing the conscript down to half health here. Need to be careful there, of course. Still good character of harassment for both sides here. MG42 Pioneer combo can work together, and it's generally like a solid combo work thing because the Pioneers can spot for the MG42 quite efficient, so working those two together it tends to be quite effective. And now we got an aggressive minefield here from Smiley, going straight here for users jugular, if you will. Thumbs up there to Smiley, some aggressive play there. Got the cuff on there. Conscripts out of here. Oh, straight into the S-mine field there. Extra mean. Not big enough, but the thing is, S-mines and retreat paths are really effective as, you know, they don't care about the retreat modifier. So, like, a big S-mine field can actually occasionally get you a full wipe on a unit retreating. So I'll wait 2 thumbs up, in fact, to Smiley on that one. One of my personal favourite mean tricks is throwing down S-mines if I can and expect the opponent's retreat path, and then occasionally get a wipe or 2. Maximum order for Use-M246, of course, responds here to the fascist assault here from Smiley. He needs to go for mines as well than the card point. Obviously, when it comes to retreat paths, it's not nearly as effective as S-mines. Comes with that being overwhelmed, we've got a big entry push here by Use. He's having none of this harassment nonsense. He's putting a stop to it now. He's routed by the assault guns, got one squad. They're pretty low in health. Could consider a fast half-tech here, in which case you can transport into the ramp, but also heal it rather than a half-tech. Or, of course, you might just play on a medic bunker. I mean, that works too. More S-mines up here, contemplating through losses. Maximum time from the north, getting to the building engineers. Oh, there you go. Assault guns catching on fire. Pretty easy. There's also low in health there. And then going for 14 with troops here. Maximum out in the open, easy targets as well. Thank for the Infantry 2 here. Fast and fierce fighting going up between Smiley and Use. Before to the route in the southeast, we've got the soldiers moving up there for Smiley. Back here, we've got the Light Mechanized Company up here. Probably going for. Oh, we do get the 251. Probably going to be the Flamethrower. Though again, I mean, particularly with all these assault guns and the Pentagon, it's just having the regular version to transform the route them and heal and enforce the front line. I think it would be actually incredibly good and fun. Really fun. But that's just me. Maximum in the center, got more mines here from Use. Thumbs up. No sign of doxing yet here for Use. Though, considering the way he's spending munitions, he may not be planning the Gat motors since he's got to have the munition for the DPs. Could be open defense, and he said that would get out of light into tank and fast, or it might be shock rifle. We shall see which choice he makes. I'll wait 250 out there, upgrading it here with the Flampanzerwagen upgrade. Very much to be expected. Plus moving up there, Flampanzerwagen, or half tank moving out there. Assault guns moving up there. Medic bunker up. And of course, Use currently has no anti-tank weapons, so the Flamethrower is going to be incredibly powerful. So you can really burst out a lot of damage fast, clear out infantry squads. And even like to go for Guards Riflemen. The Flamethrower can actually do enough damage to the Guardsmen fast enough that it actually becomes dangerous to use Guardsmen as a counter to it. So you can have like neat anti-tank guns. He is taking up the character to go for. Well, he can't go for the T-70 anytime soon, so he's going to have to respond with a field gun. He's going to have to like go for defense he does here, and then go for the M42 to respond to this fascist assault here from Smiley. Like saying they're being held in from the north. Ground less than the conscripts. Eastern side of that assault is moving back there. 2 kills so far, close to 21. Troops reinforcing healing, anti-tank is really there for Use. On the west, conscripts right here, the Flampanzerwagen. Close 22 there. Panzer Squad number 2 on the way here for Smiley, adding more to the infantry, so they're making a much more formidable opponent here versus Use. Adding more pressure there. You may have to see some shock troops here. And there you go, second Panzer gun escort ready here for Smiley. While the 78th Jump Gun is directly would not access assault rifles, there's actually a part of the division that would have. That actually remembers part of the Stu Brigade that was attached. That was escort infantry that was actually equipped with assault rifles to support the Stubs. Fun fact. Climb up to the idea from the M42 anti-tank gun. Another hit there, almost got the half-tank there. Quite a sensible counter to the Flampanzerwagen. But the Flamethrower does survive here. Smiley was very quick to get out of there. Needs to get used for some assault grenadiers. That's going to be a very one-sided engagement there in favour of the assault grenadiers. Needs to get some fuel back here soon. Hunt's holding back the countries there. He is close to the T-70 in this regard. Just like how initially Use was quite vulnerable to the flame for half-tech. Smiley's going to be quite vulnerable to the T-70 since he currently has an anti-tank weapon, so he can save respond with Panzer Shreks and the Panzer grenadiers, you know, as an emergency measure. He's only going to be a bit short-handed. There's a T-70 here from Use. Of course, Use really needs some more fuel to get it out a bit faster. Panzer going to be launching attack here on the anti-tank gun. Flanking exposed to max responding to this threat. Flanking is also to sort of try and stop this attack here by Smiley and prevent the anti-tank being cleared out here with the assault rifles. Wielding German infantrymen. Routed. You said they're being grabbed. Grabbing the point here as well. Holding up there, veterans 1-4 kills, they're good. assault groups and engineers and conscripts here. Mine standing on the carve point. Flank on back mobile once more. A lot of action all over the place. Also got a mortar out here for use to further bombard. Here's Smiley's position to make it happen just again. Thumbs up there. Very good to see that. Very good. He can go for the T7 now. Of course, the question is whether he then actually goes for the T7 or not. He may also go for the H6M, or he may try and take a hit. But I mean, a T70 right now would be a strong choice, just dealing with some of Smiley's stuff. And there we do get the T70. Of course, he will need long-term more anti-tank guns. And for Smiley, priority definitely should be taking up, and then trying to get the Pentaform Old Gates as well. That one's obviously pretty damn good. Since that's basically the Oberkommando S Panther 4, which is obviously superior to the Wehrmacht one because it starts the armor grade, it's more accurate, plus has a better Veteran 2 since it doesn't have to spend on, armor. Veteran 2 actually gives us more accuracy, so it's really good, honestly. So hopefully it goes for that. And it's maximum thing up against the Pioneers here, under pressure. Trying to make some progress on the east, going to grab the fuel point back there. T7 is almost done. Using smoke here by part of the doctrine here, the Panzer going to use get actually the Mark 24 smoke grenade. Thumbs up there by Smiley to use it. Some players tend to get stuff like this, but clearly Smiley is a man of good taste and quality. Panzer pushing forwards against the conscripts. There you go, bomb grenade. No need for smoke here. The only smoking that'll be done here is smoking them out alive. But there you go, T7 charging in there more front than the Panther is. Full retreat for Smiley as he has no way of stopping this T7 light tank. He has no Pantherfaust. I don't think he's got Telemines down, so he's actually super vulnerable here, of course. Use-M246 probably isn't aware of this. He's of course not aware to which the extent Smiley has prepared for a tank. That is, not at all. So he's not going to race it into T7 because, tactically, the safe thing and the right thing to do is not just blindly charging a T7 and lose it, for example. But, in this situation, he wouldn't be punished for it at all. He would not be punished. In fact, he would have driven straight to the base and probably caused extreme casualty there to Smiley. It could have possibly been like a GG moment. Whoa, Smiley's going for tier 4. Wow, okay. That's pretty ballsy. He must be planning Panzerjacks then. No. He's not. Telemines? Oh, I'm missing out on something here. He's upgraded the assault gun list to 6-man squads. Still, got the turn here for Use-M246. Of course, going to need more stuff out to back all of this up. And of course, need prepared for armor. Tier 4. I mean, obviously, can still build the Panther 4 if built the Panzer Core. Of course, well, of course, it does then. There's another match. But next mines here. Further mining from Use-M246. Very good. Got most of the victory points in control. We're actually pretty close to the small lead here for Use over Smiley, actually. T7 in there with 0 kills. Entertain hanging back. Going for these missions one more. We got the Panzer gun moving forwards here for Smiley. The German army. East here Panzer caught by the Maxim machine gun, defending the Carve 1 fuel point. Continuing with the assault gun is there in the centre. We'll find the assault Panzer got the flamethrower coming in. T7 in as well. Both sides a bit more cautious about the other now. We are past, say, the early stage here. Now things get slightly more cerebral in some ways, so they try to figure out where the weak spots are and then hit them really hard, perhaps, or just keep prying away until the other one gets frustrated. And there you go, hey, Panzerkopf. Will he just go straight for the Sturmpanzer Panther? Will he go for the Panther Mod Gates? And again, you can do that. I mean, the Panther 4 would just be a safe middle choice here at the moment. Good versus both infantry and armor. In fact, quite good versus infantry. There we go, do the Panther Mod Gate here for Smiley. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Particularly rare to see this particular variation of getting the Panther Mod out. It's an option, but it's just one most players never ever use. But it is one which Smiley's using. So thumbs up there. Pioneers, Panzer's bouncing in the centre. Panther Mod Gate slowly around there, going for the centre with the Pioneer. You got 396 to 419, so a bit 50-50 in terms of map control, with usually having the fuel lead now over Smiley for a while at least. Of course, that's only in terms of current fuel. I mean, obviously overall total fuel, Smiley's ahead because he was able to go for the Panther and get up Panther 4. So obviously Hughes is a bit behind there for now. T7 is doing some nice damage. Tom's getting the Pioneer squads wiped in the east here. 78 Storm going to do Storm launching assault here, needs to cop on fuel again. Needs the T7 to deal with that. Of course, also the flamethrower to deal with here. 7th tank constructing here with the rapid advances of Smiley and just his aggressive tactics. Like, his force is pretty much solely composed of assault infantry. Like, no line infantry, if you will. They're just troops with assault weapons and caliber. Of course, the Panther can also double as line infantry. Troops have been glassed with the T7 cover gone. That was actually a pretty lucky hit there for Smiley. Didn't lose a unit there. Shock troopers out here for use. Had some more serious pressure there against the infantry. Very good. We will need one to tank gun soon, and there you go. Panther 4 Molier has arrived here for Smiley, adding the panel mounted MD42. Each side here comes with a flank Panzer wagon. 3 kills, Veterans 1. Teachers are laying down some mines with it as well, but he hasn't. Panther on the west side. Hughes does have the assist for the field gun as well, that's very good. He's definitely going to need more than just a light to tank gun to stop that. I mean, that or Smiley has to really misplay the Panther 4 and get found you spending around each other. A bouncing shot there. Good hit from the M42 penetrating the Panther 4's armour, though obviously not doing a ton of damage. Another penetrating hit. Quite impressive. Another hit. This time it missed. Shot bounced, finally. Some impressive work there by Use-M246. Going for the western point here. Got 396 from 14. Use still has the victory point lead over Smiley. Assault around the western munitions. Panther 4 getting repairs from the Pioneers. Upgrading with the Pioneer support package, which increases repair speed, ultimately access to destroy car ability. Plus they can toss satchel charges. Really gives them quite a bit of choice there to what they want to do.
The territory is out of contact.
These thick countries being routed here by the Panzer assault force here from Smiley. 13 kills, 7 kills, and 3 kills. Drei. Unfortunately, get the healing with the knees, but there you go. Calf one hit once more through the shock. You're seeing him in there. Go big push, but then to the shock troopers. Grenades straight into the midst of the Panzer. Caches piling up, men exploding into tiny bits and pieces. 2 squads routed, 1 squad left might have misclicked there. Can't point to the centre, take from there to tank of those 6 feet, punching straight through the front armour. Teasing in shot through those. Well, field and repositioning for some reason. Oh dear, line to tank and shooting. Oh, no, that's no line to teasing. They're going up. There's shot bounces. Panzer 4 take direction from the front. East side there, cut off once more. Panther 4 was done. Can he take it out here? Can he nail it with a final shot, or will he get away? He gets away with a combat or blitzkrieg tactics there. Close one there though for Smiley, very close. Definitely should have some to report the Panther 4 there. That was definitely, I think, a bit of an extreme call. Soldiers taking a hit there from the mine. Flamethrower after coming back, he needs to move into these to reconnect that swiftly, and possibly he should, I think, have the mortars like smoke this area here and bombard the machine gun itself. So Fortified's not really doing any of those two things. Got the fuel point defender there. Shock ring hit, got 4 kills, Veteran 2-1. T70 got knocked out as well. That's good for Smiley for sure. Bad though for Use-M246. He's got the mechanized armor company going up finally.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Assault guns right in the center, got 367 versus 414. Flank army still with 3 kills, Veteran 1. Got the car point back. More mines around here. I think they're pretty good investment there for use. Maybe got there. Panther 4 there being fixed up steadily. We could consider going for a Sturm Panzer soon to help you. Oh, got the flamethrower out there. That's pretty good. He needs to finish it off. And Smiley's clearly not letting that happen because we're moving both plants into the squads here. A wall of assault up of fire, blocking any direct access to the flamethrower half tank. So, bit there. But there you go, field bombarding, landing in the midst of the Panzer Gunner dealer. Causing untold damage, but no casualties. There you go, the shock is landing at the casualties. Stun grenade off, T-Fed puts up some way for Use-M246. Stun grenade did not do much, and the other squad was suppressed and routed. Flamethrower take almost good to go here for Smiley. Could be really unlucky if it's caught repairing it, and then, you know, the Pioneers were killed to the point they couldn't recruit, and then his opponent went off the flamethrower. In this case, doesn't happen. Another hit from the field gun. West side, we get a push here from Smiling up both assault gun squads. So we need the singles, constant sword, and the mortar to stop this flank attempt here by Smiley. Thumbs up to him. Less great for use though. T-Fed 4 though almost down here to counter the German armored threat. Panther up in the center. And the west side, we got compound here. Routed by the assault grenadiers. Mortar alternates to get to a better position before it gets knocked out. 7 kills from the Panther 4 there, going to tank and lands a decent hit there on the Panther 4 model gate. Second shot that bounces. Flamethrower taking a hit from the field gun. That's like going to go down. Yup. That is kaput unless it gets very lucky. And this time Smiley's luck can't run out. Another light entertainment hit in the Panther 4. Another hit there. Slowly approaching the fleet. Another hit. Not really doing much damage there. T-Fed pushing up, then moving up westwards here. Going to right the assault engineers and think with ease. Could also try and take out the Panther 4. Shot bounce there. And a quick blitzkrieg once more from Smiley to get the devil out of there. East side, we've got the Indians ground east and east. We've got the Panthers moving up. They're going to flank behind them, cut them off. Good move there. Maximum in the centre. And holding up mortar as well. Drafting the engineers with heavy assault off. And there go bunker retreat path. And oh, close one there, but no dice.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
T-56 moves eastwards. That's also at the western point there. Steadily out maneuvering Use-M246. Shock troops coming up. They got the transport. They're about to get nailed there, but the T-56 are careful. But they do avoid getting nailed to a socialist cross. Assault is grounded, comes from about there. Mortar hanging back, entertaining those holding up. They're close to the T3 still. Shock was bouncing the Panther though. Not the best attack there. Could have thrown a smoke grenade down to make it easy. And there go Panther 4. Pretty much sent into Rati for Use-M246 and the Red Army. Concentrating nothing from the Panther 4 model as well. Anti-tank gun on the move. We got 346 and 390. Still a lead here for Use over Smiley. Ooh, decent hit there. I still feel like you need to clear out the machine, and I'm surprised Smiley's got away with keeping it there for so long. Normally, if you've been either been forced away and cleared out and stolen at this point, I think if it's just been allowed to remain there for so long. But it seems like so far Use has not put much into dealing with it on a more permanent basis. But there you go, Assault is sprinting straight into mine. That's gonna hurt. Now the Panther strikes, so taking advantage of the confusion caused here. Betty to gain, increase accuracy, making even more lethal versus infantry. Whereas Hardy constantly down. Assault going off, T-Fed from the east, which will respond to the Panther 4, obviously, which again means can't clear out the stuff then. Maybe they'll finally get rid of the MU-42. Punching forwards. Engineers moving back. Looks like the T-Fed's moving westwards again to the assault grenades. Will he finally deal with the MU-42? Who knows? He can go for another T-34-76 now. Of course, he might be tempted to go for the T-35 or something bigger. As for Smiley, I would say he's going for the Tiger Race here. He's got the fuel, he almost has the manpower, all he needs is, in fact, is the command point. So, a Tiger Race maneuver here, as uses just to focus on other things, and there, gun before true trouble. Finally, again, it took him ages to try and deal with MD42 on a more serious basis, and he might just be able to wipe it here. Oh, yes, he got it. He got the MD42, a stinging blow there to Smiley. The west side has finally been kicked open. But can Use actually exploit this now? Can he take advantage of this rather, fortuitous development from there? Grenade off, Panthers almost wiped out. Oh dear, could see wipe here on top of the MD42 loss. Justice Panthers again. Yes, they get wiped. Another single blow here now. He doesn't go for the MD42 though. Huge missed opportunity by Use. Coming up to the centre here. Perhaps there's just too much going on for him to realise it. The soldiers may not be able to. Perhaps, yeah, they're going to grab it. Again, really missed opportunity there. And the Tiger Race is soon going to happen here for Smiley, and that's going to be, I think, a bit of a challenge for Use-M to deal with just a field gun, the Lions and tank. That will definitely necessitate initiative 5. We hit the 23-minute mark, 30 seconds. He can go for the Tiger Race now. But he doesn't. He doesn't. Missed opportunity there, though again he can do so now. There we go, the Tiger Race. Ready to fight for the fatherland. Send support to send base strong, going to be short. 40 being blasted into the T-50. There you go, Panther driving. 18 kills. Not sure how I mean, he's trying to stop for the KV2 right now. That's going to end up, I think, severely punished by the Tiger Race. Unless Smiley plays it really badly, in which case he can get away with it. But again, that requires Smiley to play the Tiger Race very badly. It's not impossible. We've seen it happen, but, I'm just saying. You shouldn't bank on your opponent playing their Tiger Race badly. That's a very bad strategy. Panzer moving up, then tank there. Machine is moving up, helping his pioneers. H85 on the way there for Use-M246. The correct response is rather the Tiger Race. Another hit there, punching through the 100mm thick frontal armour. We get Flint on 188. Mine goes from the Assault Grenadiers. Mortar with 1 kill, Veterans 1. And he's the ace punching forwards there, right into the shock troopers, so halfway to the ace level themselves. H85 almost done. Tiger Race strikes against the conscripts, blowing apart for Dimitri. Yuri and Sergei fall into death as well there. Quick, we see a wipe here. Almost. The one man survives to tell the tale of the Tiger Race. Right hit from the field gun, the Tiger Race. Shot fired, missed. Quick blitzkrieg to get out of there. Very sensible there by Smiley. Aggressive, yet not reckless. Thumbs up to that. T-56 being fixed up. And from the left flank, mine goes off there onto the assault grenadiers. Can use here by the vehicle abilities to fix up the Tiger Race a bit. Very good ability to use in conjunction with it. A lot of players tend to neglect that ability when it comes to using the Tiger Race. Mine goes off engineers. Halfway to the ace level. Tiger Race taking further hits. Can't use the ability now for sure since it's under fire. Would be a bit busted if it could use being repaired while still into combat. That would be a bit busted.
Supply sector under attack.
Chicken Force and Tiger Race halfway to Veterans 2 where to get access to the Spearhead mode, which is really good. In fact, it was so good they had to move it from Veterans 1 to Veterans 2 on the Tiger Race, which really should tell you something how good it is. Panther 1 getting good in the conscripts. Need to fix it up. In this case, using vehicle repair speed up would be a really good choice for the Smiley. Calf 1 hit again, not great there for him. Needs to launch a counter-attack to get it back. Of course, the MB42 blocking the way obviously makes it hard, and again, it's probably way against Hughes might want to be kicking himself in the arse. Fair no, not ram the MB42 when he had the chance. Good from the Panzer 4 Mollier there.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Second shot Webster, we got found with the cuff of fuel upon there, or victory point with the shock to the assault gun lead, small firing down there as well. East up there, slow advancing, quick thwart it. You suddenly found himself a bit constrained here by Smiley. Oh, there we go, now he's using the vehicle repair. You can see the alongside the ponies, that means the Tiger Race gets repaired really fast. Like, you can get that bag into action very swiftly with that ability, so, you know. Nice work there by Smiley, 2 thumbs up. Punch hitting hit it from the T-34-6. Upgrade to Punch Jaegers. I'm not entirely a big fan of that at this stage. It's not like he needs it. He's got the Tiger, he's got the Panther 4 and a Pack 40. Like, downgrading the Panther to become Punch Jaegers at this point seems a bit superfluous and a bit of a bad call by me. Hughes, meanwhile, may have to go for another field gun to increase his chanting with German armor and particularly the Tiger Race. Smiley here going for a Panther after that. Certainly means if he does go for a second field gun, it may be a little less effective depending on luck. Up with the Tiger Race, the Panther 4, feeling the fire here. Direct hit, maybe between 2 guns. There goes Shove turns to favour here. Pack 4 turns to favour on the H5. With hit, there you go. Field crew almost wiped out already. More firing down. Pioneers repairing the Panther 4 under 5. Pretty risky there. Field around here, wiped out. There you go. Panther 4 gets the killing blow here. H5 gets another then Tiger Race. T-56 H5 quick back up, back 40 on the south flank there. More firing down close to the Pioneers. Shot bouncing the field and crew once more good at the Panther 4. Field about to get wiped out again. Conscript charging up next tank grenades. There we go. On the Tiger Race, damaging the engine. Conscript obliterated, paying the ultimate price to try and stop the Tiger Race. T-50 going up the pit. H5 going for it. Could maybe finish off the Tiger Race. He rams it. Panther going in there, looking to block. Drawing away fire from the ace. Loses the Panther 4. Tiger Race gaining eventually 2. Shot bounces. T-54 knocked out. The H5 puts your head here. Need to get the H5 out there as well. Oh dear. Pack 4 on the flank should be a problem there. Loses the H5 and the Tiger Race somehow narrowly survives this otherwise brutal encounter for Smiley. Now the T-50 for Use KB2, I think, is definitely by now a dream, a phantom, a mere memory of a plan. Bring up the right side in there, go, Panther is right. Not there's really much to Valve at, but you know. I guess it's just there for the psychological effect now. Tigris will take some time, but again, with the crew repair, not that long are they? Again, it's an incredibly efficient ability. And really, if you're using the Tigris, you really need to train yourself just using this ability as much as possible whenever you can, because again, it's a huge time saver. When it comes to like repairing tanks, time is one of the most critical factors. Like the less time your tank's spending, you know, being repaired, more fighting, the better. It's also why at least want a minimum of 2 engineer pioneers, whatever, like to repair stuff late game, and sometimes even like 3, because again, the longer your tanks are spending, you know, being repaired, again, the less you're doing killing the enemy. Please about to clear that again. Looking pretty bad here for Use-M246. Looking pretty bad. Field gun there shattered by the Tiger Ace here. 19 kills so far. Should use the spearhead ability, which, while it does lock the turret to a certain angle, it rotates the turret faster than that. Increases line of sight, and ultimately importantly, gives the whole machine gun suppressor fire, which is quite handy versus infantry. Another field gun there for Use-M246. Got the Western fuel. But he needs to get his car on back. Punching his flank with some rockets. Maxim Light taking up the eastern flank here. Shoots and bounces off with Titan's 100mm thick frontal armor. Another bounce. Unsurprisingly at max range. The line to tank gun's chance of penetrating a Tiger Ace frontal armor is pretty low. Very low. Like, it's not impossible statistically. They're not great. Another bounce. Another bounce. Tiger Ace is just striking off all the shots there. A true terror of the battlefield. Field gun, of course, may change that tune a bit. West of the team with the assault is there, trying to deal with some stuff there. Tiger is falling back, 25 kills. Assault being shot to bits in the west. Guthrie 12 is 271. Smiley's now 1 with upon leader of his opponent. Soldiers almost wiped out. East side here, constant field guns, anti-tank being hold forwards. We got the MD4 on the flank, proving to be a constant pain in user's side. Again, he really must be regretting, or should be regretting, not seeing an MD4 when he had the chance. Got him the MD42, comes from about there. Got hit. Good kill. Comes in to MD42. Down deathly upon users' positions and taking cleared out. Their Tiger Ace down to half health. 27 kills though. 27 kills in this murder machine. Halfway to the legend level. Really, again, he's repairs and again, he really should just use Spearhead. Again, it's really good. I cannot stress just how good this ability is.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Man, I wish they had it for the Panzer IV. Or the Stug. Obviously, that wouldn't make any sense. Like, you know, it doesn't matter if you lock the turret on the Stug, it doesn't have one. But, you know. Details, details. Assault's flank up behind the transport there, close to the ace over there. Panther now for Smiley. That seems a bit overkill, but then again, there's no kill like overkill. Chief of the Western against the assault got 246. Used gonna need one more field gun minimum, and probably now they should 5 here. That said, more shock troops help deal with the infantry problems. I think would also be a good investment here for you to consider at some point here versus Smiley. It'd be a very good investment to consider. Straight into the Panzerjägers with their Panzerschrecks, their Kessen Panzerbüchse. Got rockets, they're almost taking out the T-446. Tigers moving in. Panther almost down there for Smiley for the German army, the 78 Sturmgrenadier Division. Almost got the max in there. Grenade off. Got fired. Panther up here for Smiley, the German army. Deutschland. Panther barrage off here against Use. Breaking the field gun, almost taking out the entire crew, Entertainment holding up there as well. Oh, wiped the crew there, wiped it. And we got Incendiary Pigeon Runs. Finally, thumbs up, this is money on that one. Bit no look ability, but I still think one of the really good Valmont abilities, but again, it just sent good over too much. Tank for the conscripts, they're getting body with the field gun. Objective target the field gun because Incendiary Pigeon Run incredibly clean out the tanks there since they do get suppressed and they do full damage. Overall, the falling down might be a bit too risky. Machine gun somehow survives all that main gun out in the Tiger Race though. Panther they're getting the pin on machine gun. Assault moving forwards here for Smiley and the 7th Sun Gun Division. Got 3 in trouble to a 19. No idea what uses gun. For guessing another Age-85 here versus Smiley.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Going with some pump with the assault grenadiers. Entertaining trouble. Age-85 for use.
Attempting to steal our sector.
Going straight forward here with the Panther can punch Finf. Another hit there. Panther keeps pushing ahead here. Tiger is almost fixed up again, in part due to vehicle repair, but also having 2 pioneers with upgrades there repairing it. Big push in the west here, riding Smiley's forces. Panther into the base here, pursuing after use, he doesn't care. H12 almost done. Got the toughest damage engine here inside the base. This could be it for Smiley's Panther. Direct hit from the line in the rear arm of the Panther. Easy penetrations there for sure. Panther shoots. Tiger Race on the move again. Still no spearhead mode. Got the H-Forward here for Use-M246. Panther barracks going off inside the base. Every rocket pretty much hits nothing except maybe a few squirrels hiding. Tiger Race straight to the H-5 here, but should have a good chance of getting to if he hits the legend level there. Oh, just backs off, I guess. There's some kills. Panther knocked out inside the base of Use.
We have lost a Panzer.
I guess that's a small win there for Use, but I think at this point the question is, can he actually do anything with that win? And I think the answer to that may just be niet, combat. Punching from head, you can take for these 5 good hits. Comes with the assault news here. More throwing down, smoke grenade off against the Maxim. Very good there by Smiley. Thumbs up. Great use again of the Model 24 smoke grenade. Assault from straight here for the support anti-tank guns. Applied the assault grenades for their target moving forwards here. Still in the spearhead. Sequence in that band, getting repaired but may not be enough. The HMO gets rid of the Tiger Race. Punching blood, assault is suppressed. 354 damage, engine the Tiger Race. Oh dear, almost got the engineer spot. Let's repair the T-56 to the crew, but it's certainly not in a moving position. Could lose the Tiger Legend here. It is now by way at the Legend level there, virtually free. 41 kills. Should have been a great investment here for Smiley. Another hit there, may just lose it, Narrowly survives. He's even using Spearhead now. Going for another Panther J. H-5 got knocked out. Yeah, holding back the Tiger Ace there. And with this, I think Use may just be out of this fight. Self-repair support being initiated. Coming about here. Setting up in the east.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Shooting suppressed there. There we go. Panther number 2 out there for Smiley. Almost got the Panther ready. And suppressed. Panther barrage off here. We got 112. That's a pretty good barrage there almost. Panther support. Pack order down the chief. Direct to try and get target weak point here. There we go. That defense down for that used surrenders. A loss here for the Red Army. A victory for Germany. Deutschland. Also a nice display here for strategic reserves. The Doctrine doesn't get so much action, though I think, again, it's actually quite good. I mean, Assault Grenadiers are quite nice. The Pantomology is great. And the Tiger Ace, like, if you know how to handle, is also quite solid, but it does require a bit much expertise, plus stuff like the breakthrough packages provide you with some nice extra utility. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell a friend, tell a family, don't tell enemies. This has been links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow again for another glorious and exciting episode. Bye.